Hi, it's Matt with Matthew Gardens the Globe, and what are we doing today? Well, first of all, if you know this hat, you know what we're doing. We're looking for gold, but in this case we're not looking for gold the mineral, we're looking for gold mushrooms. Yes, so we've been having here in central Missouri about 5 days of rain. Yesterday we had 3 inches, and oh, the garden was a wreck. A lot of the corn was winnowing over and falling over, and I had to go in and prop them up and support them with mud, and hopefully they'll be okay. But today we're going to get out into the periphery and we're going to be looking for golden chanterelles. Okay, California, we have monsters. Here they're only little tiny things, but after rains like this, it's got to be mushroom topia. Anyway, so we're out there taking a look, and follow along and see what we can do. All right. We're coming up to the entrance of the forest path, and I'm on a mowed area and walking through, and I spotted these beauties. I don't even know what these are. Sometimes when you find a mushroom, you don't know what it is. We just label them LBMs, or little brown mushrooms. But watch this. I'm going to come in here and cut. You can see my clippers will give this scale to this guy. But this is, if you're going to collect a mushroom, this is perfect. You want the stem down curved like this. Look at this. I don't even know who this is. Okay. It doesn't appear to be a poisonous mushroom, but since I don't know it, I'm not going to collect it. I'm just going to look at it. What a perfect form. This might be, because the gills are gray down in here, and because it has a ring. The stem is kind of hollow here. I'm not even going to hesitate to make an identification. This might even be edible, but why take the chance? Okay, we're just going to set them back in here. There's another one next to this stick. A little baby coming up over here. Here's one that I cut earlier. These turn brown, so I don't know who this is, but let's keep going. Here's the entrance to the path. We have this big mowed area here. It's just beautiful. I'll take a look. I was right. There's mushroom activity all over the place. I don't even know who this is. I couldn't even tell you. It's so felty. It's gray. We're going to take him back and look at him again when we get home. But we'll put this in the bag just a study. I don't know what it is. It is so downy and gray and felt covered. I don't see a ring. I don't see an annulus down here. Anyway, there's some mycelium. If we wanted to grow this on, this is what would grow right here. So I'm going to keep going and see what we can find. Right across the path, right here. This one looks like it's been stepped on. It fell over because of rain. I know you guys know which one this is. I'm not going to pick them. I don't think they're edible. Moving along and checking some logs right up against this really beautiful coral fungi, white coral. These might even live on roots. Not sure. I've seen a lot of this. I even think this guy's edible. Might even be choice. I'll look him up later, but we're not taking him. There's too much of this stuff, and we can always come back later. Let's keep going. We're coming up on a dead tree, and dead trees are always really good for mushrooms. And here we come up. Here's one here. This might be a horse mushroom. This might be an Ammoniter. Gotta be careful. A lot of poison ivy around here. Let's see if we can get it. Very soft stem. Oh look, brown. This might be horse mushroom. Not sure. Giant, movable ring. Beautiful. Stem is hollow. Got a couple bugs in there. It's been out for a while, but what a beautiful mushroom. All right, let's let them release some spores and do its thing again. Beautiful mushroom. I'm sure there's more. Let's keep going. if you're out foraging and you find moss, in this case, peat moss, always slow down. There's often a lot of mushrooms associated with them. In this case, here's a decomposed one. Look at this. Nice Ammoniter. You can see the scales on the surface. This guy's getting a little old. But if you look down at the base, there's an upturned cup. Okay. It's probably a very poisonous mushroom. We're just going to take a look. Okay, there's another little LBM. Don't know who he is. A little tiny guy here. But even smaller behind it. This is an Ammoniter. Classic Ammoniter. Don't know which one. There's a bug. Anyway, you want to look for that upturned cup down at the base. It distinguishes it. Let's see if we can get it out, tease it out. Just the remnants of an upturned cup. White gills. Yeah, most Ammonitas, the dead ones, have these white gills. When you find white-gilled mushrooms, you got to be very good at your identification. Let's just put them back and let them decompose. Let's start another colony. Okay, let's keep going. I warned you! I warned you about eating those warty elephant balls. Now look at you! Now look at you! And another. My phone's not showing you how yellow this is. It's all washed out on the phone. In person, it's a lot more yellow. Anyway, panther, look at this. 8 feet away from the waxy caps, we find these gem-studded puffballs. See, this one has a big pore. It releases the spores a little later in the rain. This one's a little fresh. See the little gems. Focus. 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 Anyway, you want to eat these when the inside is still white, like tofu. If they're turned gray or green, leave them. This one's just starting to get a little old. It's getting buggy too. There's some bugs down in here. There's an insect down in there. Okay? You want to get them a little fresher than that. Maybe like this one on the right. Still quite young. And the beetles haven't gotten in there. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. Alright, let's let him do his job. Let's keep going. Associated with oak, we find our first boletes. This one's a little waterlogged, but he's still kind of young. Beautiful polypore surface. The bugs have gotten in there already too. This is a very good edible. Let's look around. Right next to it. Boom. Again. Bugs. Bugs and mud. Okay. Let's leave them because they're a little waterlogged. But next to here's some more of that coral. Freshy. We find one. Keep looking in the vicinity. Slow down. I thought this was another bolete. As it turns out, it's not. Okay. Just a foot over. Alright, let's keep going. Time to dive into the bag. Get out the clippers. We've found something. This is what we're targeting. The Chanterelle. We found gold. I'm so excited. There's one right here. Even for this diminutive size, this one's a little old. The smell is reminiscent of, at least for me, apricots. Lightly scented like an apricot. This is what we're after right here. Okay, we'll take this and wash them up. We'll get a recipe together. When you find one, you're going to find more. So just keep going. Look at it, just right next to it. There's another one. Again, a little waterlogged. Let's leave it. keep going because we're going to find more. Chanterelles. Gold. Got my mud boots on because it's muddy. Just show you that mushrooms can live amongst each other, right next to each other. On one side of this twig, you have one mushroom eating it. Not sure who that is. It could be an oyster. You go down to the other side of the log, you have these other ones. Oh, the same one. Let me lift them up. Aren't those cute? Beautiful. So there's one side of the log. Come up. Here's the other side. The same log. It looks oyster-like. A lot of insect damage. They're a little old. It's been raining for 5 days. Anyway. Just interesting to see two different species chewing on the same thing. Anyway, let's keep going. Been doing a lot of logging in here in wintertime, cutting down some dead trees. Insect damage mostly, that's taking these things out, borers. But there's one that's been chopped down. One of the primary decomposers of big trees are these shelf polypores. What we're looking for is turkey tails. This is not it. Wrong color underneath. We want white. And these are growing up and down the bark, and the turkey tails grow side to side. But I did find something down here that I think might be the beginnings of a turkey tail. One thing, turkey tails are going to always be fringed in white on the edge. And underneath, see if I can find a big one. Underneath, and these come in a lot of different colors. They can be purples and reds and bronzes, peach, green, but the edge is going to be white. And underneath, the polypore surfaces can also be white and very small. This is a very good candidate for a turkey tail. I'm not sure. We're going to let this colony develop out. It's just starting to come up here. There's some more down here. Anyway, we'll let this go a little while. If this is a turkey tail and not one of the lookalikes, we'll use this in a tea as a very good medicinal. And I'll show you some logs later. I'm in a new area, and I really like this because the tall brush has gone away. We have a lot of moss down here. And in the moss, mushroom. I'm not sure what this is. See some little grapes coming up from seed. So we've got grapes overhead. There's just a lot of leaf cover in here. And this area is screaming for mushroom. I like the sphagnum moss on the ground. Oh God, I like that. And not a lot of poison ivy, thank goodness. Here's some mushrooms. Look at that. A couple different types. Here's some more. They're just everywhere. The conditions are perfect. A lot of LBMs, but then again, we come across newbies like this. These are just dinky little chanterelles. In Southern California, the California Golden Chanterelle can be 3/4 of a pound each. I've gotten them. Maybe I'll find some old pictures of that, but this is a little area where these mushrooms are coming up. The color is safety orange, same color as the stripe going down the middle of the street to keep you from going into ongoing traffic. Okay, separating north and south or east and west traffic. It's safety yellow is the color that you're looking for. It's a classic color. These are a little too small for my taste. Let's keep going and see if we can find some bigger ones. But anyway, there's some chanterelle right there. Keep going. More. Two different types of mushrooms. We have a chanterelle here and an LBM there. Don't get greedy when you're harvesting and just harvest everything that you can see, because you can have 50 good mushrooms and one deadly one right next to it coming up amongst it. So be wary. Okay, let's keep going.